welcome back to the podcast. I'm your host, Shawn Anthony. And listen, fam, you're in for a treat because today is Extra Credit Fridays. This is where we go back. We revisit those iconic conversations for some guests you may not have even known we've had on the show before. And today we're back at it with none other than Tiffany the Budgetnista. That's right. New York Times best-selling author was on the show last year telling us how to really get good with money, and you don't want to miss this exclusive Extra Credit Friday episode with Tiffany the Budgetnista. When you think about like going from the 100,000 to the million to the million to the 10 million, you said you didn't understand business, right? What did you learn though? Like in that 2-year time frame, were you putting in the same amount of effort and work, or was it like, you really getting really focused on what got you to the 100,000?
So no, what got me to the 100 is not going to get you to the million. So I learned, to get to the 100,000, I had to learn some basic business stuff, right? Like, Tiffany, what do you charge? Tiffany, charge. Tell them you want money for the thing you're doing. So it was some basic things like that. Like, 1, getting clear on what do I deliver? 2, who do I deliver it to? 3, how much does it cost? So that took me 4 years to figure out. And I started making like a little bit of money, right? And then to get from that to 1 million, I had to ask myself, how do I scale? Because at 6 figures, it was still me physically showing up. It was like, okay, how much money can you make showing up physically for all of these things? These one-on-ones, these classrooms, is standing on stage, like you could probably make 7 figures, but it's going to be a hard way to go. And then that's when I thought, well, what if I put myself online? It's an online school as well as my other financial friends. And then that way they don't have to show up every single time. You tape once, you get watched thousands of times. And so that's when I transitioned from the 6 figures to the 7, because I learned to scale. I said, okay, Tiffany, if I can multiply myself without physically having to be all these places, then you can scale. So once we got to that 7 figures, I said it was because of that. I learned how to show up without having to physically show up. And how to get from the 1 million to the 10 was, okay, now I had to learn how do I get my name out there enough that audiences find me so they know, she's got this online school, come and get it. So that was learning marketing. It was like a huge lesson that I learned from the 1 million to the 10 million. So really, the beginning is fundamentals, like who is your audience? What do you sell? And how much does it cost? Then scaling upwards, then taking your scale to the next level and reaching a wider audience. And so those are the lessons I learned along the way. And, we are on track that if not next year, the year after next, that we will be we'll have our first $20 million year. Ooh. We've made over $20 million in general, but not in 1 year.
Hey, what's up, fam? Thanks for watching. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button, smash that like button. We'll see you next week here at School's Over Now What. And always remember, dream it, believe it, go out and get it.